And in today's tutorial, it happens to be volume 2 of the course HED205, all about health programs and health education. And we'll be taking, we'll be continuing from where we stopped in our last class. We're going to be taking the secondary health, uh, program, healthcare program. We talked about the primary, we have the secondary, and we have the tertiary. So we're going to be taking our bearing from the secondary level of what healthcare program is all about. And just before we go straight into it, for those of us who are new to the stream, all right, is our ritual. Okay, when I say ritual, it is part of the things we do as you join the stream. All right, it's expected of you to say hello, hi, all right, it depends on the time which you are streaming from, and you are expected to use the comment section and say something, and you are expected as well to also use the like button, smart like button. If you are yet subscribed to the channel, also subscribe to the channel. Okay, and for those of you that might not be aware that we have a private class where we do most of the study. All right, in the private class, you are a member automatically, and we walk you through all your courses throughout the semester. We give you all the materials you need to do well to succeed in that semester. All right. So for those of you that might be interested in becoming a member of a private class, just do well to reach out to me on www.tutorial.com. All right. Go to our official website www.tutorial.com. Get to the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner of the website. Takes you directly to my DM, and you can send me a direct message on WhatsApp. With this being said, let's hop straight into it. So we have HED205. Okay, so like I said, we are taking our bearing from secondary health education. We are taking our bearing from secondary health education. All right, secondary health education. Okay, now in our retrospective class, we talked about what health is. All right, we considered a lot of definitions from different scholars here and there and different institutions. We spoke about primary health education, and we made it clear that health education and programs, all right, programs and initiatives that are very, very important in a society, all right, in a community, in a country, in a state. Why? People need to be educated, all right? And we said something about being educated. It is actually the process of getting to learn, all right, what you don't know before, all right, and implementing what has been learned, because education is only effective if there is change in behavior. If there is no change in behavior, excuse me, if there is no change in behavior, then education has not taken its effect. There's no change in behavior, then education has not taken its effect. So it is therefore very important that citizens, individuals, families, members of communities are health-wise, all right, educated in order for them to avoid certain things they might not even be aware of. Please, as you join the stream, do well to smash the like button if you are yet to do that. So today, we are taking our bearing from secondary health education as we ended our first class, which was on, I think our second class, which was on Friday at primary health education. So now we talk about secondary health education. Let's dissect this before we move on. Now, there is also now there is also often a major role for health education when people are ill. Now, educating and patients about their conditions and what to do about it. Now, health education of patients is of great importance, all right, to ensure effective treatment and therapy as well as disease prevention. Now, if you remember very well, we talk about the primary health education, which we, all right, said that it is the responsibilities of leaders, the governments, and authorities to go out there and educate people on how to prevent. Primary is all about prevention, all right? How to teach people to prevent, how to teach people to prevent. Primary health education is all about prevention of health challenges, illnesses, and the likes. Basically, underlined prevention. But speaking of the secondary health education now, is more of the personalized kind of health education. All right, just like we have it here, that it is the educating of patients. We have it here. It says it is the education of the patient. All right, educating the patient, health practitioners, educating. Excuse me, educating. All right, educating health practitioners, educating their patients. Okay, health practitioners educating their patients. Okay, educating clients and patients about their conditions. All right, about what to do. Now, in this case, okay, this category is eccentric. All right, is particular about helping those who have fallen victim of certain health challenges. The primary health education is targeted at people who are not even falling ill or falling victim of certain diseases or illnesses. Remember when we had the issue of COVID-19, Ebola, and the likes? All right. A lot of health practitioners were out there, jingles on the radio, on the TV, commercials here and there, educating people on what to do and what not to do, the things to get, where to go, and where not to be. All right. All these are primary. All right. But for those who are unaffected that have been admitted in the hospitals or um, health parastatals or health organizations, those ones are under this category. Now, their health conditions need to be managed. All right. Health condition needs to be managed. So therefore, practitioners educate them, further educate them on how to what, manage. All right, just like what we have here, educating, all right, clients about their health conditions. So let's not dwell so much on this. Let's just move straight ahead to the next one because I want us to cover quite a lot in tonight. So we have the tertiary, okay? We have education, tertiary health education. Now, just a moment. Okay, so now under the tertiary health education, now speaking of tertiary health education, it is concerned with educating patients and their all right their cares about how to make the most of the remaining potential of living. All right. So now what we need to understand is that this thing is in stages. All right. I think my microphone is not that clear. Please, if you're having issues hearing what I'm saying, please do well to let me know. Okay, I think I need to adjust my microphone a bit. Please, if you're having issues with what I'm saying, if you're having difficulties please hearing me, all right, you do well to the comment section. Let me know you're having the difficulty so I can adjust my microphone. Okay. Now it says this is more like a rehabilitation program. Okay. It says tertiary health education is concerned with educating patients and their cares. All right, educating patients and those victims of certain illness about how to make the best of the remaining potential of healthy living. Now, how to avoid unnecessary hardship, restriction, and complications. Okay, so we have the likes of rehabilitation programs containing, all right, a considerable amount of tertiary health education, which is focus, all right, which focus on improving quality of life. Now here, health programs dedicate to help re okay rehabilitate, all right, health programs dedicated to help rehabilitate, all right, let's just put patients, all right, to help make or to help avoid further complications, further complications. Now, still with the okay, just a moment. I think I need to switch on. Now, this is the process: the primary, secondary, tertiary. Now, all from the primary to the tertiary, all are very necessary. All right, all are very necessary. Okay, every step, all right, of the journey are very essential. All right, but now there are little, all right, or further necessary inputs. Okay, little or further necessary inputs. Okay, now the thing here is that probably it might be the network. Somebody says, "Yeah, I can't hear you." Okay, let's see how we can actually fix that. It might be the network. Network has been really unstable. Let me for my hand here. Just a moment. Okay, trying to confirm the audio from my end so we can know we all on the same page. network sometimes can be as a result of this fluctuation. So I'm just trying to confirm the. All right, please let me know in the comment section. Network is pretty slow. Okay, network is pretty slow. Okay, so I confirm the audio from my end. Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you very much, Miss Agnes. Agnes said it's okay. Okay, thank you, Miss Agnes. Probably I should just remove the microphone and just probably hold it by my hand as I talk. Now, okay. Now let's go back to our material and let's kick it for class. Let's get a class ready. So as I said earlier, the secondary has its own importance. All right, its own level of importance. It has its own level of importance. Is it here in the secondary level? Okay, in the secondary level, you the job of the practitioner, health practitioner, is to further educate you. Okay, as the patients. All right, maybe your case or your kind of health issue is not so difficult or so challenging. So there's just little or all right, there's just all you need is just proper education on okay, when you get home, this is what you're supposed to do. Moving forward as a result of what has happened to you, please stay away from this. It's just like somebody who's just recovering from the surgery now. All right. Somebody who has been operated, gone through surgical operation. So definitely the doctor will tell you, okay, eat this kind of food, don't eat this kind of food, don't stress this much, don't stress that much, don't do this, don't do that. Right? This is what it looks like here at the secondary level. For the tertiary level, this is a pretty much critical level whereby patients here need more than just education. They need a program that they've gone through a lot of psychological stress and mental stress. They need a comprehensive program that will help rehabilitate them. Rehabilitation, when we talk about rehabilitation, we're talking about helping to recover oneself from a particular mentality. All right. Then we are talking about rehabilitation. All right. So what you need to note here that it is a tertiary level that we have what we call, excuse me, what we call rehabilitation. Please note that. Now let's continue. Now there's something called quaternary health education. Here is more like the heightened level, all right? The heightened level of health education. Now look at what it says here. We have, okay, quaternary health education. Now, when we speak of this quaternary health education, what are we talking about? It concentrates on what? Facilitating, okay, of optimal state of empowerment and emotional, social, and physical well-being during what? Terminal stage. All right. So, here we stop at just rehabilitation, but at this level of health education, all right, it goes beyond rehabilitation, it goes beyond programs. All right. In the quaternary health education, we are talking about facilitating of optimal, all right, optimal, meaning at its best, all right, everything health facilitation or health facilitator can offer to ensure that they recover these patients. All right, so let's take that down. Let's take this point down. Concentrate, all right, on facilitate facilitations, all right, of facilitation or facilitating. Let's just put that facilitating, all right, optimal, facilitating optimal state of empowerment, optimal state of what? Empowerment, all right, empowerment, not just empowerment, alongside emotional, social, and physical well-being, all right, help the clients to come back alive, all right, help the client in any way possible, to recover the client any way possible, all right, the facilitating optimal state of empowerment. If it requires that this client is giving money to establish, all right, that will be done. Empowerment, empower them, all right, empower them, okay, and support them emotionally and support emotionally, all right, support emotionally, socially, and physically, socially and physically. Okay, so we have that as that. Now, now this definition was actually given by Carlos et al. 2018. All right, Carlos et al. 2018. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, now just as we have it here, it says, thank you very much. I think that was the thing from historical view of health education. Health education has evolved. Health education has evolved, right? It has been redefined in many ways over several decades. All right. Health education, that's HD. Okay, sorry, HE. Health education, E. All right, has evolved. All right, it has changed for the better over time. All right, it has evolved. All right, it has. It has also been redefined. Okay, it has evolved. It has been redefined. in many ways, all right, in many ways, in many ways, over several decades. Okay, it has evolved, all right, it has improved, it has changed for better, it has been redefined. It is no longer what you used to know 10, 20 years ago. Okay, now, Green et al. In their earlier work submitted that health education as basically, all right, health education was basically behavior that is directed to optimize health and well-being. All right, according to Green et al. All right, according to Green et al. Green et al. Said that Green et al. In is or in according to them, I think it's like a group work or something. So in their early work, they submitted that health education. They submitted that health education basically, all right. When we talk about the basics of health education, is all about, all right, behavior that is directed, all right, basically, all right, a behavior, okay, and this behavior, all right, this behavior is behavior directed, all right, to optimize. And I keep using this word optimize, to make the best of, optimize, make the best of, all right, to make the best out of something, to optimize, all right, or make the best of something, all right, optimize, all right, to improve, to get better, optimize health and well-being, health and well-being. Okay, according to Green et al. Basically, that is what health education is. Now, interestingly, the range of activities undertaken in the pursuit of better health, all right, don't forget we said optimize, all right, we said improve. So now, interestingly, all right, the range of activities undertaken, all right, in the pursuit of better health began to diverge from health education. Now, the process of trying to optimize health and well-being was thereby or was therefore hijacked, meaning that attention was in this process, attention has now started to be shifted. All right, attention is now shifted away from health education itself. All right, now into what we now call, we'll find out very soon. It says here that health education approaches or approach was too narrow. It was also argued that it focused too much on individual lifestyles. Now, therefore, Green and Kutia revised their definition of health education to any combination of learning experience designed to facilitate. Now, basically, according to the argument, all right, if you check your material, it's a long epistle with several arguments. So it was established that okay, this is basically what health education means. But with time, over time, a lot of scholars came in, they started changing things here and there, here and there. All right, attention was now removed from individuals. Attention was now moved to the environment, the likes and the likes. Okay, so finally, in conclusion for tonight's class, okay, in our next class, we're talking about health promotion. All right. But in conclusion of tonight's class, as we call it wrap for tonight, Green and Krutia, all right, So we have all right. They said that the characteristic of health education is voluntary participation. All right, voluntary participation. All right. They said it is the voluntary participation that the characteristics of health education is the voluntary participation of learners in determining their own health practices of learners in determining for themselves and by themselves, not that they were being told. I love this definition. The characteristics of health education is that volunteers, all right, voluntary participation of learners, all right, in determining their own health practices, their own health practices, meaning that we have been told, all right, we have been educated, and we still have the responsibility of ensuring that we implement what we have learned. And that is when education becomes effective. It is not good enough for you to learn, all right, for you to know. All right. You learn for the purpose of implementation. Any knowledge not used or put into implementation or practice is a waste of time. It's as good as not knowing. All right. So this definition now is now saying, according to Green and Kuta, they said that don't forget that there has been an argument, excuse me, there has been an argument that over time, while health education has been evolved or evolving, that in the process of optimizing health education, that attention has been shifted from health education itself. All right. So there have been a lot of scholars who have made some submission to that. But the overall submission that we are now talking about here tonight, given by Green and Kuta, is that the characteristic of health education is what voluntary participation of learners. All right. People who are, and that learners is me and you. All right. Health education now is not a thing of some students in the universities or something. All right, participation. There has to be this voluntary. It has to be a lifestyle. It's not something you just learn today and forget tomorrow. It has to be a lifestyle. So that's why it must be voluntary participation of learner in determining by themselves and for themselves their own health practices. And that is what pays. All right. So thank you very much, everyone. We'll call you wrap here for tonight. It's quite unfortunate that I'm not getting the likes as I had wished I would be getting them tonight. We're about six of us on the stream, and I have just one like. All right, please do us to smash the like button. And if you are unable to do that, probably it's because you have not logged into your YouTube on your phone. You need to log into your YouTube on your phone. Sign in, all right? So YouTube can allow you comment, ask questions, use the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, everyone. Please let's send a picture of our note. Use your phone to snap the note you've taken down while this class was on and send it to the class, all right, to the WhatsApp group. For those of you that are yet to become a member of the private class, do well to reach out to me today on www.tutorial.com. Talk to me. I can add you up to the class, and you can also be a member and you can have access to everything we have to offer. I look forward to seeing all the subsequent tutorial. Do have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.